Where was I? Right. There's a guy. Okay, so I met this guy, and he's convinced that I should fall in love with him. I don't know why. He's not attractive in the slightest. Well, not to me anyway. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. Um, he seems a decent fellow, and we were talking and hanging out, and we have other things in common that friends would have in common. And so, as an offer of friendship, we hung out and, you know, doing things that friends do. And again, I relayed to him repeatedly throughout the conversation every time that he pointed out that he was horny, actual word, and attracted to me or turned on by me. And those were his actual words all the time. Um, I repeated to him that that's not what this is about. And that's not where this is going at all. It's not going there at all, ever. And he was like, no, 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 I respect that. Clearly not by the repeated ramblings of his conversation going in that direction. But okay, so because we have other friends in common or whatever, the conversation kept going in trailing in the directions of what we have in common, and I seem to amuse him. Everything I said seems to excite him in this way, where he asked me more questions, and we talked, and he asked me more questions, and I answered, and he seemed to want to know more, and I felt like I was teaching a class. Then he was like, "See, more women should be like you." And he was like, "Why is it that men can't have why is it that men can't have this an open dialogue with women?" And I was like, "Well, because men like you are looking for women that are very, very much different than women like me. Women like me are very much of like mind with men like you. We believe that we should have harems. I should have a harem of men that I am attracted to. Therefore, I can go to said harem and take care of my needs or whims whenever I feel a need to, and not have to deal with the whole dating factor or need for a husband as society seems to feel I need." And he was just like, "Oh, but you're a woman, you shouldn't need more than one man. That one man should take care of your every need." I was like, what needs do I have? What needs do you think I have? And he stood quiet because he couldn't figure one for me. Because I happen to take care of my own needs. I tend to my own needs. I'm a very capable woman that way. And as a capable woman, I tend to my own bills and my own needs and my own desires for the most part. And if I wanted to get a man to tend to my pleasures for a night, I am more than capable of doing that as well, which confused him because he was like, "Well, don't you want someone to be here every night?" Well, no, actually, I don't. For the same reasons that most men don't want to have a wife at home. And let's be really honest with that. Most men don't want to have the nagging counterpart or the person to be responsible to at the end of the night because they feel it's a weight upon them. I feel it's a weight upon me. I feel that it is a weight upon me if I am out hanging out with my friends and, oh, damn it, there's this responsibility I have to call that other person and let them know I'm not coming home for 3 days because my friends are going to Vegas and I want to go with them. And screw it. I'm a free person. I can do that. I have my own income. I have my own life. I have my own dealings. I have no one to answer to. And I am happy with that arrangement because I have curated my life in a way in which I have no one to answer to for that reason. So that I can take off and do as I please when I please. And that confused him very much. And it confused him that I didn't, after all of this discourse and feeling like I was educating him all night long, find him then to be the most attractive creature on the planet. Then he was like, "No, no, I see." Because he started talking on some Jordan Peterson and red pill stuff, and he was like, I understand now. Men have to step up their game too, not just women. I've been saying this all along. For a man to actually captivate a woman like myself, they have to be able to captivate us, like properly captivate us. They have to interest us, intrigue us, even. They have to stimulate not just our sexual aspect, but our mind, our spiritual aspect as well. They have to be able to captivate us on more than just one level, more than just one aspect. And they have to be able to keep us captivated. Otherwise, you're like a new toy. And when we're done with the new toy and we've seen all of its facets, all two or three of its facets, we put down said new toy until we find a new toy with five or six aspects that are cute, and then we move on to the next new toy. Because just like men, we have desires and we are multifaceted and we are multi capable as well. I don't understand how men in this red pill sphere don't understand how women are also multifaceted human beings who also have desires and dreams. I may not dream for very much of anything. I'm a writer, for fuck's sake, and we don't get paid very much on a grander scale of anything, but I didn't aspire to very much of anything. I wanted to have a family. I did. I wanted to be able to pay my bills, and I do. I wanted to be able to travel, and I do. I have a pretty decent life, and I maintain that on my own. Don't need anyone to provide it for me. I've got that. So for someone to be able to hitch their ride to mine, they would have to provide something, I guess, that I cannot or do not provide in my own life. Something that I guess would have to be invaluable to my life. But I suppose that I've left that open to a great interpretation. I'm not quite sure anyone in the red pill sphere would be able to manage that sort of uh, ideal, especially when they come from this place of plug and play ideals where they can simply replace the woman that they're with, which is fine by me because I've replaced every man I've been with, but they don't like the idea that they can be replaced. That's kind of, well, there's a flip side to that coin there, isn't there? If the same is true for the one side and then the same true then also for the other, I think this whole bias thing, it hasn't been worked out in their heads fully. I'm not saying that, women have fought for our freedom so that we can replace you men with, well, battery operated devices. But we have, um, to some degree. But I'm saying that women are human just as men are human. Women have desires just like men have desires. Women have appetites just like men have appetites. What these men that I have encountered personally seem to have forgotten is that when they're coming at me saying, "Oh, I want you and I can take care of you," is, well, they're not taking into consideration that I don't want them and I don't need them to take care of me. Sirens, how apropos. On that note, I think I'm going to tell this guy to lose my number. Because, sweet though he may be, on some notes, he's really pushing the boundaries of propriety when it comes to the whole telling me he's being turned on every 5 seconds thing. It's something that I cannot accept as far as my friends go. I mean, you can be turned on by me. I don't care so long as you keep it in your pants and keep it to yourself. Keep it in the spank bank for later. I don't have to know about it. It's fine by me. So long as I am not actively participating in your fantasies, I'm fine with it if you keep it to yourself. On that note, I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.